breaking news. The PulseChain pDAI Extractor, the Vietnamese dong kid, has withdrew money from Binance, bridged it over to PulseChain, and just started buying pDAI. Ha! What now? What now? You see that? Huh? You see that? You see those? Unfazed. Unbothered. In my lane. This is a sort of white swan for those who have not been paying attention. Have you been licking your lollipops? Have you been mogging non-believers? Have you? I ask you, have you? Spoonie's been by my side the whole time. Where have you been? This is all real. Thank you to Mr. Dirty Crypto. Look at this. He withdrew money. He started buying pDAI. That's right. He literally withdrew money. He bridged over to PulseChain. He started buying pDAI. That's right. Buying. That's weird. I thought the Vietnamese kid's dong that he was like flopping around here. I thought the Vietnamese kid's dong. I thought he was malevolent. Well, think again. This is one hell of a dong, isn't it? This one can do magic tricks. I've got more for you. Very interesting. By the way, pDAI's price right now is up 54% on the day. Okay, there has been a bit of a spike up. That's actually nice. By the way, we're literally reporting it. It's literally been minutes. So I wonder how the market reacts. It'll be very interesting. So after buying it, he then burned pDAI. What? You're telling me this big lollipop dong? Dong. You're telling me he bought pDAI and then burned it? I thought he was extracting. Friends, how many times I got to tell you, you're my friend, I'm going to catch you with a Pokeball every single day? Very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. So the joy number as well, friends. Remember, there's a joy number. We need, don't make a DAO. There's technical stuff out here. We need this number to come down. It was going down, yeah, and then it started rising back up. It went down to like 300 million or 260 million, I think. And then it started going up again. And pretty much the price action has been stalling out. Okay. And actually funny right here, somebody just swiped up pDAI. That's funny, man. He just swiped it up 10%. But I think he got dunked down instantly. Very interesting. I wonder what happens. I wonder if the guys, there could be more movements. Yeah. Maybe he ends up selling. Maybe he ends up doing something else. Okay. I don't care about that. Okay. What I'm telling you is that stupid pDAI, it's currently being priced in from people who give a 0% chance this person is benevolent. They're saying 0%. Okay? I'm saying probably more like 90%. I reckon Rich is behind it. I reckon he knows who the kid is. Okay? People are saying 0%. Okay? Don't worry about my odds. Okay? My odds don't need to be 90%. Even if my odds were 5%, you want to see the discrepancy here, friends? Even if my odds were 5%, you check this out. If I have a 5% chance of a payout to $1, it's basically saying even from today, it's underpriced by 19x. And you were all saying it down here. So if you actually go down here, 41x. That's not $1. Okay? That's not $1. Fair value should be 5 cents. It's 41x away. Let me continue. But it doesn't have to get there. Okay? Yeah, the odds are weird. They don't always work like that. We're here to mog the non-believers. I've read in here, the market has currently given only 0.1% chance that these Vietnamese kids' dongs will do any benevolent actions. So this current behavior is coming as a shock to the participants. We're literally shocking all the non-believers. One more word out of you. Spoonie's going to go unhinged. Spoonie's got to calm down. Otherwise, these nipple pegs are not going to be able to survive the rest of this video, friends. Remember, the market is literally saying 0% chance that anything good comes out of this. Explain that for me, by the way. What's going to be your, where's your mental gymnastics, spinning shit around in your head. What's your excuse for that? Oh, the guy who's been minting and dumping that I've been following as instructed by Lord Richard's Twitter, which he doesn't even use. Okay. I have no explanation for why this guy has now bridged out of exchange, KYC'd, by the way, okay? Literally, know your cuck, from Binance, gone. But that's weird, okay? Friends, who goes into someone's house? Imagine I went into your house, I went into your fruit bowl, 3 a.m., I'm like, man, this guy's got some mad oranges and those green Granny Smith apple types, okay? And then I stole your fruit, and then I came back the next day and I just put them back. Okay? Am I really a thief at that point? Trust me, I know how the game is though. I'm poking fun. You're going to watch it. They're going to make another narrative up. They will. They're going to say, okay, maybe Richard's got a 2% chance of involvement now, not 0%. But even if he is involved, Alex still said that the oracle's broken, which means we have to fork it anyway, which means all your tokens are worthless. I've seen it, friends. Up, down, left, right. I've seen it. Nothing dictates sentiment like the price. Nothing. Literally the price is everything. Okay, so the price is low. Okay, everyone's like, okay, FUD, uncertainty, nothing's going to work out. Okay, if the price is up, they go, okay, rainbows, fairies, unicorns, Donald Trump's going to buy this token. That's just how the game works. PulseChain community is now wondering if they should continue to hate pDAI or if they should clean out the local pharmacy for all band-aids in order to prepare for the nipple pegging. Look, I'm telling you right now, I'm not telling you where I keep my secret band-aid stash, okay? Just like a treasure hunt, friends, I will never tell you where I keep the band-aid stash. And yeah, there's multiple places, and there's places you will never even think to look, okay? You ain't getting these band-aids from me. So all I'm saying is good luck. Good luck at the supermarket shelf once people get a whiff of what's going on here. Now, I just want to quickly flash back, see what the price has done. It will be funny if like he ends up dumping a big amount just to screw everybody over. You never know, friends, what Richard could do when it comes to this. It's actually funny. I'm just going to show you the weekly chart. Man, that's quite a nice reversal, actually, looking at it right here. Let's look at the daily chart. It just looks like it's ready to scoop back up. And by the way, now we are only, okay, 126% from recovering the Maria FUD. Remember Maria, friends? Okay. Maria, don't know what it was on that night. Hormone blockers went wild. Told everybody Sommi's the pDAI dev and he's behind everything. And I was like, no. I was like, uh-oh. Now we're really screwed. And we all just created to zero. But that's 126% away. So if we went back up here, that's, friends, literally everything I've been telling you, bro. So if I don't care. I got to use innuendos. I got to guess. I don't have all the facts and evidence. Move aside, bro. I got to guess. I think Richard or Richard Rumored or Richard Friends or someone else has been accumulating here the whole time on every single FUD wave. FUD wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when we come back up, the liquidity will be thinner and it will be, a complete transfer from the non-believer Jeets, and it will be into strong believer hands. I'm also seeing some people saying this person is only doing this to reproduce the exploit. And this story is always going to change stuff, bro. I know it's not going to be, look, I'm not expecting for 1 second that we're just going to wake up and go, hey, this thing happened on chain. Now the price is $1. Like everyone wins. Like I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting twists and turns, Oracle work, Oracle not. You know, price up, price down, people's opinions change. Two things get fixed. One thing has to get rewritten. That's what I'm expecting. Twists and turns. That's pretty much how I'm expecting these things to go. I'm not thinking this is going to be some sort of easy ride. I'm expecting it to be volatile, just like crypto is. Here are the posts out here. Thank you, Mr. Dirty Crypto, for posting this. They're very, very good. So I love smashing out these lovely, non-pixelated PulseChain and pDAI emojis. By the way, here it is begging for a pegging. Thank you to Mr. Davey Hawkins as well, making these sick ChatGPT stickers, friends. I invite you, if you have any of them, throw my head in somewhere. Oh man, they're really good. I save all of them. I literally have them saved. They're all going to be used, okay? They're really, really good. Also, you don't have to put text on them, like text. You don't have to. I just use them blank and then add my own ones as well. So don't stress about trying to make a new logo or new word or anything out here as well. I believe there is the test transaction here as well. If you just allow me, friends, in a very non-racist, family-friendly way, I'm going to scroll down. Here it is. I think this was the burning. Okay, so somewhere here, token burning. That's, wow. I mean, like, interesting. This Vietnamese kid whose dong was so big that he whitelisted himself 2 days before PulseChain launched. Then he minted pDAI on May 11th, 2023. Then Richard Hart officially launched PulseChain 2 days later. So this kid had so much foresight to install feetpix.exe on Richard's computer. He whitelisted himself. He minted pDAI. Then he had so much foresight. He's like, hey, it's just pDAI, and I'm a master genius trader, and in 2 years from now, there's going to be a stablecoin narrative, and pDAI is actually the chosen one. And I even know from my test minting that PulseX is going to have one logo for altcoins, and it's going to be pDAI, which is exactly what happened. So this kid, genius trader, was able to do all of these, and now, apparently with his big fat dong, has actually sent money back into the chain. Very interesting, man. I clearly remember, friends, literally doing the 1v9, okay? Not Bonnie Blue style, but an actual 1v9, okay? When I was telling everyone, what if the money comes back, okay? What if it's benevolent, yeah? What if the money is sitting dormant out there and it comes back in? What if? Okay, you've given it 0% probability. Even if I say it's 5% probability, we're still 40x away from that. Just 5% probability. You're literally giving it 0. If there's any actions where this guy is just, friends, I even give you the example. Okay, hey, what if it just stops minting for like 48 hours? Something's changed. You get it? The market has to adjust after that. Man, I don't have all the answers, bro. Okay, I'm navigating uncertainty just like everyone else. I'm also seeing some posts here. So as a new friends, there's things having. He didn't burn the pDAI. He added it to his VAT. He's now flogging to prepare to mint poor pDAI to do it again. Here's the thing, man. I knew there was going to be some sort of like, oh no, this or that, bro. He bridged out of Binance. He came back into the chain, and now he's doing stuff. All right? You guys are saying it's a 0% chance Richard Hart operator. I don't think it's 0% chance. I think it's higher than 0%. Now, I'm already seeing, friends, the counter narrative, people saying he's coming in to do something bearish and stuff out here. Look, man, I knew, friends. I knew. I'm glad, like, as I'm recording this live and doing all this, okay? I knew nothing's going to change their minds. I mean, markets, dude. Nothing changes their minds except the price. Nothing, okay? Trust me, nothing. NUTTING, nut. Okay? The price down here is the price down here. Yeah? Friends, it literally doesn't matter what information comes out. I promise you, all right? If the price is at like 2 cents, totally different story. Totally different. If the price, heaven please bring this, somehow goes back above the all-time high, you now have even something new again. Okay? There is nothing out here. So all I'm just telling you is I bought. Okay, what I'm doing is, friends, okay, I bought in a very family-friendly way. I DCA bought, I held, I DCA bought more, betting on that the story is not going to take it to 0. That's what I've done. Now there's a shift in the story. Now it's, no, okay, it's not going to 0, but now he's helping it to go hurt it and do something else and then take it to 0 later on. So honestly, friends, this is the thing, okay? When you catch a falling spoon, a very sharp spoon, yeah, it feels really, really, really bad. It does. However, if it stops there, and you're right, and the FUD dissipates, you'll find out that you have an advantage. When it starts to go to the disbelief anxiety part, as we're starting to recover up, okay? And by the way, friends, I'm not leaving this. This could always come dunk down. If Richard wants to do something like that or whatever, he can always dump down. But if it comes back up here, people are thinking, crap, do I get back in around the cent? What do I do now? You know? But I have the benefit of like, oh, I got the DCA buy when there was max fee, and now you're already up like, 5 to 8x before you even get there, It doesn't have to get there, but I'm just telling you, over time, if it does go to those prices, you are handsomely rewarded for standing in front of the train, catching the falling spoon. Yeah, but it still takes time to weed itself out. All right. So tell me what you think about this, friends. See, if you're looking at the leaves, you're like, oh, no, it's not good. It's kind of good. He's going to mint. He's going to do this later. Bro, I don't care about that, bro. Okay. A week ago, it's all going to zero. It's all valueless. It's all a scam. He's going to destroy it to zero now. That was what everyone was betting on. I took the other side of that. Okay. You watched me, friends, literally look like some sort of unicorn hero coming out there. Everyone's watching me like DCA, like a boss, literally come out saying, shake, 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 making all these videos standing in front. And I said, I bet the narrative is going to change as the price grinds up. There's going to be these tips in these terms, man, he's hurting, no, he's helping and stuff out here. And then we'll just have to move to something else. That's what happens, man. There is no free lunch with these. Okay, so I like what I see. I like how something's changed. That's weird, bro. That's the guy extracting from the chain, bridged out of Binance, can't bridge it back in. That's strange. So what I'm telling you, friends, is the people who say these things going to zero, now you've seen like an anomaly appear that's outside of their belief structure. Okay. And I'm just betting on, hey, something that you couldn't foresee has happened, and maybe other things you couldn't foresee happen as well. That's all I'm doing. Okay. I don't know if it's going to get immediately better or immediately worse. Okay. I don't know. But don't you find that interesting that all these people who like had concrete belief that this thing's going to zero, infinite minting inflation bug, you're all stupid. All these people daring to judge everybody else, throwing literally stones from a glass house. Now things are appearing in the world that they could not foresee, and now they have to like rearrange sentence structure and just say something else is happening. So honestly, I don't care what they do. I literally don't care. I'm almost like more inclined to just shut my mouth and just see how it all plays out. But I know, don't worry about them. Okay, I love you and appreciate you. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to see how it plays out. Like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.